Guesty, BoroFanTV. I'm outside the Riverside. We've beaten Birmingham City 1-0. I have AJT with me. AJT,
yes.
two home games, 2 clean sheets, 6 points.
Yeah, you take it. Start of the week I said we probably get 4 points. The fact that we got 6 is happy days. Still top of the league. I know there's only 3 games in, but you still got to look at it in that perspective.
Somebody has to be top of the league, AJ.
Well, that's it. In 13 games time, if you're still top of the league, you're still going to be buzzing off it. So 2 points clear of third, 1 point clear of second. I mean, that's the way it goes. Borough making good ground early, and that's what it's all about. So. It's all about keeping on going exactly what we're doing. Let's talk to Bristol City Saturday and see if we can recreate what we did today.
Like I say, it wasn't as exciting as Tuesday night, but we managed today. Yeah,
I was a bit disappointed in the performance today. I thought Tuesday night, the first 25 minutes, we looked a different gravy. We came out today, we looked like the same Borough from last season at part of times. I know we got the 3 points, and I'm not going to try and be too negative, but as a fan's opinion, you've got to kind of talk about today, and it was kind of like we looked a bit lacklustre at times. We looked players to look up to it every now and then, and I would say our only creative spark really came from Martin Braithwaite, and I think to myself, well, if he goes to France, obviously the loan window's still open, we could be in a lot of trouble. I mean, listen, man.
Do you feel it's time that Pulis and the management turned around and said to Braithwaite, "Oh, look, mate, till we get someone in, you're going nowhere"?
Oh, listen, man. You can say that to him, but I was like going to change the mentality and whatnot. I think at the end of the day, it's all about the men at the top.
But I feel it's time now then players started showing a bit of commitment.
Oh.
We've let the players go who wanted to go or allegedly wanted to go play in the Premier League, but surely we have to start and dig our heels in sometime for these players.
Yeah, of course we do. Listen, of course we do. There's a squad of players there, and they need to know that right now they play for Middlesbrough Football Club and that their heads can't be turned to any other direction. I do think that we have suffered in the transfer market, whether that be the men at the top or whatnot. That proved today that on that pitch today, when you're going to make a substitution, it's all about the kids now. And I talked about the kids the other week and said they're really important. But you look at that today and you think, well, who's our standout player apart from Braithwaite? And that's why I'm saying I know you have to focus on that to play for Middlesbrough Football Club, and of course they do right now. But on another level, if these players do go on loan, who are we going to have to replace them? Because when you look at creativity on that pitch today, there's very, very little, man. I know we scored an excellent goal from Brett Sambalonga. His touch and his finish was fantastic, but
Britt looks a different player with Braithwaite alongside him.
He does, and them two are linking up very, very well. But my thing is, in the back of my head, I'm thinking, if Braithwaite goes, who's he going to have next to him? Johnny House sort of type, is he going to be able to link up the same way? We need someone in this market right now, loan-wise, to come in and really be that creative player. And you're looking all over the place right now. Players are going like Sam Byram, looking for a club, not in the Forest, stamped him up. We could have done with him. Now I'm not going to try and be too negative because today result-wise, that is the result we wanted. The 3 points is what we wanted, and still top of the league. That's where we want to be. But when you look at the team, who's being that creative spot? I mean, Bristol City away next week. We know last season they tortured us. I know it's a different season, different players, but going there next week. Players that can be turned at any sort of point, mate. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. In 6 days until that game comes along. If one of them goes in that 6 days, what we're going to do against Bristol City is Brett Sambalonga head's going to be turned because obviously his playmaker's gone. Because that's the big one you've got to think about. With Martin Braithwaite, we don't know if he's coming or going. Nobody realistically knows. But away from the transfers, away from the players, player performances today, yeah, okay. It was okay. I would say it was okay. It wasn't nothing like Tuesday night. You know what I mean? It didn't make you get out your seat. It was just, Borough score. It was a good finish, and then like I say, man, Borough seeing the game out, and that's all it's all about really on to Saturday.
Like you say, 3 games played, 3 games unbeaten, 7 points in the bag.
Yeah.
Like you say, one of the worst squads in the league, according to our manager.
Yeah.
Things aren't that bad, AJ.
No, of course they're not that bad. Listen, I mean, that's great. 7 points out of 3 games. It's more than probably many people expected. More than I expected. I'll be completely honest with you. I thought these next 2 games that we just had are pretty 4 points, not 6. So listen, it's what I mean. Obviously at the minimum over the moon. And that's what it's all about. It's all about we're about to be in the league. Well, Borough's still top of the league, and that's the important thing, is that we're still at the top. People are still trying to catch us. And for him to come out and say what he had to say, well, listen, I can respect anything Tony Pulis says because he must be frustrated as a manager, as I've already spoiled the transfers and whatnot. A lot of things happening at the club that he must be frustrated about, but the one thing that he has to be happy about tonight, and the one thing that he can pour himself a glass of whiskey to, is the fact that Borough won. Borough got 3 more points now. Borough are still top of the league, so that's the most important thing.
AJT, thanks for coming on BoroFanTV.